Hello, friends. Glenda Mollett here, and welcome to my craft room. It is Wednesday, November the 20th, and I have a really cool fun fold for you tonight. I'm just doing some background stuff. Just hang on. Gotta turn that on. Okay, now I gotta go over here, push that button. There we go. Yay! I think I'm live. Says I'm starting, but Facebook, our wonderful Facebook. There we are. Ooh, it worked. I'm impressed. Okay, I got all the things. Oh, wait, that's the wrong live. That was this afternoon when I was live. There, that's the one. Okay. Sorry, that took so long. Hello, Connie. Hello, Alice. So it's time to make a gift card holder using the More Than Autumn bundle. Now, this one is for my UPS guy, Mr. Jamie, because he is an amazing person and a wonderful delivery person. Hello, Nadine and Terry and Jackie and Alice. Woo-hoo-hoo. Gang's coming. That's awesome. I give Jamie a gift card every Christmas. One year I created this. I don't know, those of you that have been around a while, you may remember the UPS truck. It was about this big, and it was made out of cardstock, and the template went around for a while. I don't know where it is anymore, but he tells me he still has that, and I must have given that to him like 8, 9, 10 years ago. I filled it with chocolate, of course, and he ate the chocolate, but he said he kept the truck. How cool is that? Hello, Eddie. Hello, Kim. Yes, hello again. So if you missed me, I was live at 4 o'clock this afternoon with the paper pumpkin kit. Let me show you my cards, if I can find them. There they are. So I did 2 alternative projects for the November paper pumpkin kit. This one goes this way, sorry. And this one is a spinner card. Have you done a spinner card before? I'm going to flip you around and show you. If you missed it this afternoon, you can go back and watch the rerun. But look at this. Eddie's got me on the YouTube on TV. Okay, so this is a spinner card. You wind this up, and then you put it in the envelope like that. And then when the people open it, I'll do it this way so you can see it spin. Are you ready? You see that? It spins. Isn't that cute? So go and watch the video from this afternoon. It will tell you how to make that out of that paper pumpkin kit. You know, the one that has the stockings? So here's the card we're going to make tonight. It is kind of a fun foldy thing. It opens like that and it stays. Now, you may look at this and think, well, why didn't she center that? The reason I didn't center that is I like it to stand up. So by putting this whole piece right down flush with the bottom, it stands up. If I put it up here, then you wouldn't be able to stand it up. So I'd have to put it onto a full card base. And then there's the spot for the gift card right in there like that. I think Jamie's going to like this because I always give him Tim Hortons cards. So this is kind of apropos for Tim Hortons, don't you think? Okay, and there's the envelope. Did you see all the little gingerbread people in there? And I paper pieced the, what are those called? What are those things called? The sleeve. I paper pieced the sleeve. So let's get busy. The rest, oh, I didn't put it in the description. Dang. The recipe was posted earlier in my VIP group and yesterday in my VIP group. And I will go in afterwards and add it to the description of the video. So if you're watching it on YouTube, it'll be down there in the description. If you're watching it on Facebook, it could be there, or it could be there, or it could be there, depending on how you're watching it. I'm going to use Real Red, Pecan Pie, and Memento. The light Smoky Slate and the Color Lifter. And of course, Wink of Stella, because, you know, it's Wink of Stella. I'm going to use the More Than Autumn bundle. And I'm going to use the Greetings of the Season stamp set. And the Peaceful Season dice. I'm going to use this one right here for the Christmas part. And then the Merry is just stamped by itself. It's just a square piece. And then I'm going to finish it off with the elusive Peppermints. Did you guys manage to grab Peppermints when they were back in stock for like 4 days? I had customers waiting for them, and I was so excited when I was able to get it for everybody. I think I got everybody's Peppermints this time. They're supposed to be back, but I think the 23rd of December they're coming in. That's not going to work for Christmas. Okay. So I have, because I didn't put the measurements in there, I will go through them with you. Real Red, 5.5 by 4.25. A piece of Take a Bow designer paper that is 5.25 by 4. Then I have a piece of Garden Green. That's the fold out piece. And it started out 4.25 by 9. And then I scored it at 3 and 6. Now this fold I got from Patty Bennett, not the card, but the fold. The layout or the decorations I did myself. Then we have a piece of designer paper that is 4 1/8. No, yes, 4 1/8 by 2 7/8. That's on the inside. And then I have a piece that is 2 7/8 by 2 1/8, and that's going to go in there. And then I have, for the front, I decided to use 2 pieces. So they're going to go on there like that. So if you want to use just 1 piece, this is the same size as this one. So that's going to go on there like that. And then I have 2 pieces, 2 scrap pieces for the sleeves. Basic white 2 by 3, 2 3/4 by 5, and 1 by 3/8, 1 by 3. You know, to do this, the sentiment. Yeah. You get it. You get it, right? All right, let's get all this stuff over here. I just dropped some on the floor. Come back. Oh. All right. So I need this to do the stamping. And I need, this is the inside piece. And this is for the sentiment. Need that piece. And, oh, where did the other piece go? No, those 2 pieces to stamp the handle part on. Okay, this is inside. So I am going to stamp. Do you guys give gift cards at Christmas, or do you prefer to do presents? This year, I usually do presents, but being as what's happening in the lives of the people that we give gifts to, Oh, I was going to make those brown knot. Oh, I'm not paying attention here. I'm doing gift cards. I'm not going to tell you what I'm putting in the gift cards because they could be watching and then they'll know what their Christmas present is, and I don't want that to happen. Right? Okay. I'm going to flip it over and stamp my gingerbread people in pecan pie or pecan pie like this. All the way up. And then to color them, all I did was take my wink of Stella and just reactivate that ink a little bit and just give them a little bit of color. You don't have to, of course, you could use your Stampin' Blends if you want, but I like how this reactivates and you get a nice light color on your ginger people. Eddie does gift cards for out-of-town people, cheaper to mail, making them in the boxes. Those boxes, those book treat boxes, those are awesome. And they are just the right size to go for oversized letter mail. So you don't have to pay parcel rate for them. Good idea, Eddie. So don't let me forget to do the draw for the 50% off item tonight. Because I could not. Last night I was supposed to go live. Kim used to always give gifts, but all of my grandchildren are older now, and now cards work so much better for them. It's just a small gift to go with them. Yes. My thoughts exactly. Okay, for the envelope, that was Kim that said that. For the envelope, I'm going to put a donut. Because who doesn't like getting donuts for Christmas? And then add a couple of gingerbread people. Nadine says gift cards for grands, they're of an age, the best thing to give them. I agree with you. There's the envelope done. And there's the inside piece done. And now I'm done with this. Put that off to the side. Anyways, I was supposed to go live last night with the paper pumpkin. And then Mother Nature decided she was going to be mean last night. And we ended up with hurricane force winds that blew our power out. Just about the time I was supposed to go live, which I thought was just rude. So I'm stamping 2 of all of these. Okay, and then I'm going to stamp again on the designer paper to make the sleeve, and then I have to fussy cut that. So I couldn't go live. Our power was only out about 3 hours in total. It went out twice, but I figured that by the time it was on, and I knew it was on for good, it was after 9 o'clock, and there was no use going on then. So I just postponed it to this afternoon at 4 o'clock. Hi, Lena. So we had no stamping yesterday online, and I couldn't do the draw for the 50% off item. Hi, Wendy. So I have that to do tonight, so please do not let me forget to do that. Somebody is waiting to hear what they have won. So if you're wondering what that is, if you're part of my VIP group or part of my team or part of my club, then you can enter a draw into winning a 50% off item. And I do that, oh, I don't know, it's like 14, 15 times a year, until our host rewards change in March. Then I'm not going to be able to do it anymore because we're not going to have 50% off items. But this gives somebody the opportunity to get a bundle or something at 50% of the list price, and you pay the 50% price plus shipping and tax on that 50% price and the postage to get it to you if you live out of town once it arrives at my house. So what you order is a big consideration when you know that you have to mail it. So a bundle will mail for under $5. I would not order a punch bundle because that will cost you upwards of $20 to mail it to you. But you have to be part of my special people to be entered into that draw. So I have one of those tonight. Somebody's going to win a bundle of their choice. Now, you don't have to have a bundle. You can get anything you want. You cannot order a suite. I can't order a suite as a 50% off item. And you can't order the big die cutting machine, but everything else is fair game. So I have to do that before we hang up tonight. And if I get to the point where I'm starting to say goodbye and you think I'm going to hang up without doing it, please remind me. Because sometimes my brain just does not function. So last night when the power went out, I put a candle on. And we're walking around looking for our battery operated lights. We have a solar powered emergency light, but it was dead. So we couldn't use that. So I got out one of our battery bank chargers and charged it up so that we could use it if the power was out for a long period of time. But luckily it was not. So that's when I am thankful that I have an e-reader like that lovely Kindle that Stamping Up sent us, because you don't need power. And the Kindle is supposed to go 2 weeks without recharging, which I think is phenomenal. Okay, now I'm going to get my Real Red ink. Oh, I forgot to get the sprinkles out. And the sprinkles. So there's a stamp that does sprinkles. There's a stamp that does sprinkles. So Alice, did you guys have high winds over there last night too? I was thankful that we were not doing the class today that I had to go over yesterday, because it would not have worked out. I'm putting some red sprinkles on here. There we go. There's one. There's the other one. There, stamping is all done. So we got the tops, we got the bottoms, we got the Mary. Just give that a little trim. We got the Mary, we got the Christmas, And we have the sleeves. I'm just going to pop those out. I'm going to fussy cut them because there is no die for this. But they're really easy to fussy cut. There we go. One. Two. Now, you know what? Looking at this card, it makes me want to go out to Tim Hortons and get one of their peppermint hot chocolates. They're white. The white hot. Does anybody know? Do they have them this year? The white hot chocolate that has peppermint in it. I think I need to go and buy me some white hot chocolate. Not a lot of places have it anymore. We got them today, but not as damaging as storm last night. Haven't lost power yet. Today was storm number 3. Oh my gosh. We don't usually lose power either because we're on the same grid as one of the town pumping stations. I don't know whether it's sewage or water pumping station, but we usually don't lose power. So when we do, we know it's serious. The entire town was out last night. There was not a place in town that still had power, and some places are still out. At our road, they closed our highway out of town because it was so windy and trees were coming down that it wasn't safe for people going through. They call it the Grove, over the hump and through the Grove, where they have great big huge it's a provincial park, and they have big trees, and because it's a park they don't do remediation to get rid of trees that should be taken down. No, I can't do that yet. I have to do the coloring. Should have done that before I put the thing on, but that's okay. I'm just going to put shadows. So you can see here on the sides of the cups, I've got a little bit of shadow in there. So all I'm going to do this way, so I don't go over top of that, is I'm just going to put a little bit. This is light smoky slate. And I'm just going to do this. This is when you decide where your light source is coming from. Like that. There's one. And do the same thing on the other one. Just give it a little bit of color. Like that. And then I'm going to use my color lifter and go over top of it and bleach it out a bit. I don't want it to be quite so dark. And what this does is it pushes your color through to the back. So I'll show you up close the difference between the two. So this is the one that I just put the color lifter on, and this is the one I haven't. So that's what you could definitely see the difference, but you don't want to go over it more than once. We were doing this in a class yesterday, and I had to remind them, just go over once and let it sit and meditate. And then if you don't like it, you can still go over it a bit more, but the way it looks now is not the way it looks when it's finished working. And if you get rid of too much color, then just put more on. There we go. Okay, now I can put the glue at the top of each cup, right up at the very top, just a little line there. And one here. Nobody knows if Tim Hortons has their white peppermint hot chocolate this year. Guess I'm going to have to go check it out. Have to go get fuel in my car tomorrow. Because Friday afternoon I head for Powell River. I have to have fuel. There we go. So there's our cups. There's our Merry Christmas. Now we can start doing some assembly. First, we're going to put this onto our base. Now you could very easily put this on a full card if you wanted, instead of just a single piece. There we are. Okay, that's that done. Now this. Hi, Val. You forgot we were on? Oh. Okay, so this is a 1-inch circle punch, and you have to put, you don't have to. I like to put a little half circle cut there just to for, over top of the gift card holder. So I'm centering it ish and just cutting out a little bit of it. And if you don't have a 1-inch circle punch, you can use anything. Okay, so that is going to go on to this side, but I need to put Tombow all the way around it in a very thin line, because you still has to be able to fit the gift card in there. And if you use much more than this really thin line of Tombow, you're not going to get the gift card in, because this is quite narrow. Okay, where's that's going on the center panel here, right down there at the bottom, like that. Okay, now put this one on the other side. Using my stamp and seal, which ran out in the middle of my live demonstration this afternoon. There we go. And I cut this so that there's very little frame all the way around. It's right like a 1/16 of an inch. Apparently Tim's has the white hot chocolate. Oh, yes. Now, I don't know why I cut this at the wrong size, because this is supposed to be 4 1/8, and I cut this at 4 5/8. And this is supposed to be 4 1/8. So I'm just going to put those together like that. Grab my paper trimmer. And we're just going to cut it to the size that it was supposed to be in the first place. There we go. So this is going to go on here like that. And then this one's going to go here. Now this is wider. So now you have to decide if you want the wide showing or if you want to do it this way and have it a little bit narrower. And I like the narrow part. So I will put this on first. Maybe when I go out to get my fuel tomorrow, I will stop by Timmy's and grab myself a white hot chocolate, because I can. There we go. I do believe I may have grandchildren to drive around tomorrow too, so that's a good excuse to get a hot chocolate while I drive them around. All right, this one's going to go on this side. So I'm kind of lining up so that it's about the same height on here, because I cut them together so they'll be the same length. Come on. Okay, now this is going to go onto our base, and I'm going to put it right at the bottom so that it will stand up on its own. And it has to kind of go in the middle. It doesn't have to. I'm going to put it sort of in the middle. do this. Then I'll be about 2.5. So that's 1.25, 5/8 of an inch in from each side. And there we go. Isn't that cool? Now we can decorate the front. Okay, which one do I want? No, that one will be at top and this one will be at the bottom. So the bottom one is flat. And it's at a jaunty angle. And it's up a little higher than the other one. Like that. This one is going to be on dimensionals. This one is going to be on my Christmas is going to be on dimensionals, and then the Mary will be flat. So we'll just put these on here like this. Valerie, did you lose power last night? Or were you one of the lucky ones like Alice and didn't lose your power? There we go. Okay, I'm going to put this on first. Down towards the bottom and center it. And then this, I'm going to put a little bit of glue on here. And we're just going to slide that down behind the Christmas. And because it's on Tombow, I can put it in there and then move it around to where I want it. There, that looks good. Now we can put our last one on. Nope, you were fine. Oh, lucky you guys. Holy man. Our road out of town was closed until 3:00 this afternoon. And they closed it probably about 5:30 last night. So it was closed almost 24 hours. And when our road closes, we're in trouble because there is no other way out of our valley. There we go. We are stuck, which is all right for me. I didn't have to go anywhere, but I felt really sorry for people who had like doctor appointments and stuff, because when you get a doctor appointment in BC, they're like gold. And I'm just putting my peppermints on here. There we go. See, 8:02. It hasn't even been an hour, and we have this lovely. Oh, I didn't put the inside in, and I have to put Stella on. We have this lovely gift card holder for somebody, like my Jamie. I always know when Jamie is away, because I never know what time. With him, my parcels arrive about 12:30 every single time, because we had a discussion about him not having lunch until he's delivered to me. But the temporary guys, we don't have that arrangement. So now I can't go all over the whipped cream because that will reactivate the red ink, and I don't want to have pink whipped cream. So I'm just dotting. So I can, when he's not there, I can get it at any time, and they don't put it where they're supposed to. And some on the sleeve. There we go. Now, I did hear that you can put Stella on the peppermints. And by George, you can. Now I have sparkly peppermints too. Oh, that's cool. Hi, Sherry Lynn. You like this? Thanks, Eddie. You like the designer paper? It's the only designer paper we had this year with Christmas colors in it, the red and the green. There we go. I got one for Jamie and I'll find somebody else to give this one to. Oh, I know who this one's for. It's one of my family members. Not going to say who because I don't want them to know. Don't want them to know what I'm giving them for Christmas. Okay, so now it's time to do the draw for the 50% off items. So you have to be a part of my VIP group, part of my club, part of my team, and live in Canada. And then you can enter the draw. And when I put up the post on Facebook, you have to tell me what you would order, because there's two reasons for that. Number one is I like to see what other people are looking to order, and other people like to know what they're ordering as well, because we're nosy. And then if I can't get a hold of you, I already know what you want to order. So then I don't have to wait, because this order was supposed to be in last night. And of course it wasn't in last night. So it's going in tonight. Oh, thanks, Connie. Thanks, Lena. Hi, Jackie. Yes, you do need to make this. So I will put the measurements in the description of the video once I'm done, because I forgot to do that tonight. Okay, so I'm going to take this out of there, take it down, hold on to it. I'm going to go over here, go to my wheel of names, go back here, flip this around again, go over there. There we go. So there's all the people that entered my draw. A couple of, because I didn't draw last night, a couple people let me know today that they wanted to be in it, so I put them in as well. Okay, are you ready? I'm going to hit shuffle once, shuffle twice, and the winner of the 50% off draw this time is, oh, Peggy. Alice says ferries were canceled today. Georgia Strait headwinds and yep, they were. Congratulations, Peggy. That's awesome. Now Peggy wants the Christmas label bundle, so I will be letting her know that that will be on its way. They canceled all the ferries. Let me just go back over here and do that. They canceled all the ferries last night at, I think the 5 o'clock run was the last one. So they had like 140 km/h winds out in the Georgia Strait last night. Can you imagine 140 kilometers? That's a lot. Thanks, Nadine, for joining me. Do I have your address? Don't know, Valerie. Yes, congratulations to Peggy FB. I know that Peggy M is watching me on YouTube. Hi, Peggy. And Judy and Marlene, Tracy. I have a lot of people that tell me that they watch me on YouTube or Facebook and they just don't comment. So I am saying hello to all of you people who watch me but don't comment. I appreciate you watching me. All right, so if you have enjoyed my video, please hit those emojis. If you are watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button that's right down there and subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's a video on Facebook of one of our beachers on Donkersley Beach. I think the waves and logs were just enormous. I know there's a picture going around about a wave in Ucluelet. Now, Ucluelet is on the west coast of Vancouver Island. Vancouver Island comes down from the top and it goes around, and then there's a long inlet, and that's where Port Alberni is, up that long inlet. Ucluelet and Tofino are out on the west coast. Ucluelet had 7 to 10 meter waves, and there is a picture of one. Honest to God, it looks like one of them bad waves. It was huge, but man, it was impressive. Oh, Terry. Poor Terry. Terry broke her knee. Ouch. I hope you're feeling better soon, Terry. Okay, well, thanks everybody for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. I can't believe it's only 10 after 8. And I got the card done and I got the draw done in like 50 minutes. So this one is not hard to do. If you make one of these, make sure you put it in our Share It Saturday, because we'd all love to see what you do, what papers you use, what stamp set you use. Stick it in our Share It Saturday. You never know. You may win a card and a little gifty from me. And yes, if you live outside Canada, you are still eligible. I send cards to, if you win, I send cards and a little gifty outside Canada for that, because it's not a class and it's not product. What was I going to say? Oh, Canada Post strike is still happening. So if you're waiting for something in the mail from me, it's probably stuck somewhere or sitting on my table over there ready to mail. Terry, I am going to drop off your club stuff and a whole stack of stuff I have for you and your mom. I'm going to drop it off with your mom. If I get out of here in time on Friday, if not, it'll be Saturday on the way home, but I will get in touch with her. Lena, I forgot to put the measurements in the post, but I'm going to put them in after I'm done. So yeah, no, they're not there yet, but yes, they will be as soon as I get my computer back into its dock and can type again. Anybody else got, any word on your order being shipped? Okay, so Stamping Up is 6 days behind on shipping. And I don't know what's happening. Don't know why they got so far behind, because I would put an order in one night and it was shipped by 10 o'clock the next morning. I'm just going in to look. No, not yet. Not yet. Let me find. I think that one's yours. No, it hasn't shipped yet, Valerie. So anything after from the 14th of November onwards has not shipped yet. I will be in touch as soon as I get word that they've shipped. I was hoping today stuff would go out, but it hasn't gone out yet today. And of course, now we've got even more backed up because the demonstrators have been able to pre-order from the new catalog and the new online exclusives. So they'll get there. I know I hate waiting too. Just curious, a check is sitting in the mailbox on the corner. Don't worry about it, Val. I'll get it eventually. But thank you. All right. So thanks, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. And I will be back. Today is Wednesday. I won't be back until Monday. I promise I'm not going live now until Monday. Let's see what I'm doing. Oh, a happy hibiscus card on Monday. Oh, I think that's the elegant one that I made. Happy Hibiscus is a new bundle that is part of the online exclusives, and it's another hybrid, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So I hope you will join me at 9:30 a.m. on Monday, because it's not December yet. December, my 9:30 a.m. moves to 10 o'clock. I'm going to give myself an extra half an hour. Thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your evening and a weekend, and I will see you soon in my craft room. Stamp and smiles. Bye for now.